Notice how the man on the wagon uses predetermined hand signals to his colleague in the cab to indicate what manoeuvre is required. The man in charge below asks his colleague to take the strain gently, ensuring at all times the load is happening correctly. He then stands still and asks his colleague to gently begin the lift. You can hear there, raising the power of demonstrators, 3 cylinders, providing a 15-ton load capacity. Rail train was built only a few years ago in 1957 for 2 booms in the modern railway. An excellent demonstration. Standing by to do their work, no doubt hoping to impress Dr Richard Beeching, who is making an appearance at Quorn and Woodhouse this afternoon, following the publication of his report into the rationalisation of the railways earlier this year. However, reporters will have to wait, even if they are impatient. They won't be allowed to start loading or unloading the wagons until the wagon that has been removed from the train has been successfully dealt. Notice the shunter walking alongside the guard, carrying the brake stick. In a short while, he will give a demonstration of what the brake stick is for. Watch the shunter now. He drops the handle, that's the handle, painted white. He drops it all the way down and pushes in the pin, a process known as pinning down. That stops the handbrake spinning off. You won't have to pin down every wagon, just enough to stop the train from moving. The men of British Rail are adjusting to huge changes as proposed by Dr Richard Beeching. The porters are chomping at the bit, already starting to unfasten the wagons. They clearly want to put on a good show for Dr Richard Beeching, who is here, entering the yard now, no doubt waiting to make some notes in his final report. I'm sure the good doctor would welcome feedback from you, the members of the public, about what you think of his report. The good doctor is talking to the yard inspector. Despite it being a hot sunny day in August, quite different from the Arctic conditions we shivered in for 3 months between January and March of 1963. The yard inspector is smartly dressed. Dr Beeching now meeting the members of the staff. The locomotive in charge of today's operation is a modified hall class designed by the Great Western Railway, but inherited by British Railways when the system was nationalised in 1948. Dr Beeching surveying the wagons. As chairman of British Railways, he is ultimately responsible for each and every one. More than 1 million of them, keeping the goods flowing all the way around the country. Wagons come in different shapes and sizes, some with high sides, some with low sides. Vans, some with sliding doors, some with opening doors. Listeners to this program may like to observe the passage of the British Railways Standard Class 278.
He'll be in my office later. When I find him, so will he.
The local constabulary are on hand this afternoon. This is nothing to be alarmed about, but there is increased police activity along the railways of Great Britain at the moment. As many of you will know, just last week, a sizable amount of money was stolen from a mail train in Bedfordshire. Yesterday alone, Bedfordshire CID recovered a large amount of money buried in the woods in Surrey. The police have asked for anyone to be alert to the possibility of people spending unusually large amounts of money. And when the railways are closed down, the police are keeping the rough focus. The protective netting over the Scammell townsman ensures that this precious cargo is not spilt as it trips around the village roads. Well, it seems the hot sun is too much for one porter, who's taken the chance for 40 winks on the cargo.
Oi! Get off your arse!
That could cost the chap a day's wages. The quarter brand boxes are being loaded into the second wagon from the rear of the train. Notice how the porters take great care to handle anything delicate. What's this? A young man intent on causing mischief. Fortunately, the constabulary are here to apprehend him. He might have come to the station train spotting, but it's a totally different station he's on his way to now. Notice no load is too big or too small or too sombre for British Railways. Someone on their way to the final destination being placed into the van. And despite the blazing hot weather, the work goes on. It must be completed to schedule, so the train can depart on time. The Scammell townsman vehicle is now unloaded. Doubtless the Wright family will be grateful to see care was taken that all their boxes are loaded correctly onto the train. The Scammell can now return to Quorn Mills and collect another load. inspector now confers with the guard. There will be plenty of paperwork to complete before the train can depart. Both men must be satisfied the correct loads are in the correct wagons and the correct wagons are in the train. Here's another modern tool available to the British railwaymen, a BEV, a battery electric vehicle. It makes light work of moving trolleys around. Once, of course, they had to be pulled by hand. These canny machines charge up overnight thanks to the electricity supply. Perhaps in this course and proceedings we could take a moment to speak to the good doctor. Do you have your copy of the report there? The reshaping of Britain's railways. We're very lucky to have Dr Richard Beeching here this afternoon to tell us all about his report. Tell me, good doctor, why does the railway need rationalisation?
At the moment, since the post-40 years of the war, the railways have been making a loss, and according to my report, there is a lot of cuts that need to be made in order to rectify the losses of British railways.
What is wrong with the pickup goods? It seems the men are doing a fine job.
Yes, but they're making a loss because some of these wagons are empty and some of these are not even full to the top. So if you had a train that was shorter but with more product inside, it'd be more profitable. We don't need as many steam locos or diesel locos or wagons at all.
Some people have objected to your closure of rural branch lines. What do you say to them, those who want to keep stations open?
I say to them, if they want to be in the past, they can stay in the past. If they read my report, it says everything inside that they need to know.
That's an uncompromising message, Dr Richard Beeching. Thank you very much indeed. Dr Richard Beeching, I'm sure, would be pleased to hear from you and to show you his report, and you can comment on it and tell him what you'd like to do with it. Meanwhile, the work of the Scannell mechanical horse done, it too can leave the yard. There are many people who are unhappy with Dr Beeching's proposals to rationalise the railway network. How unfortunate it is to see valuable public servants attacked in this manner. Not only are they interfering with the men of the British Railways network, they may cause a delay to this train. Nobody wants that.
What are you doing? Have you buggering? This is my yard. What do you mean?
I don't care. No train, no cop.
I'm doing my job. You're doing the bugger off.
It's good to see the yard inspector issuing some stern words. They're still causing a problem, and now the local constabulary is unfortunately called in. I'm sure they have much better things to be doing. Whether or not they'll be strong-armed off the side remains to be seen. I think the police are trying their softly approach there, disposing of their annoying placards. But it seems the inspectors of the constabulary have had quite enough of this nonsense. Hardly the British rail porters, though, are helping their own cause, demonstrating efficiency by taking part in a sack race in the yard. That's the most disgraceful treatment of railway property. Oh. With an attitude like that from the British workman, no doubt he'll take several days sick after falling over in the yard. Dr Beeching now taking personal feedback from the protesters, no doubt advising them, like the good public servant he is, of why he's right and they are wrong. The cyclist is being evicted from the premises. Unfortunately, the protesters are still here. And there's a pile of boxes waiting to be dispatched to the station platform.
What are we going to do with these then? One of those heads on.
Very good.